Hey, yo, it's really good, y'all. We are in traffic as usual. I'm gonna hit a couple stores. I really just came to bust a quick little run, so I'm not gonna spend too much time today. I'm a little envious because when I watch some of the other people that do this, they have so much time, bro. They will chill in the store and look at all the different. You gotta stop, bro. They'll be in the store. They'll be looking at teacups and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's 800 teacups. I do not have time to look at all 800 of these teacups. Ooh-wee. There's a lot going on. What is that? What is that? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hit up a Goodwill real quick, see what's going on. Maybe I'll slide over to Savers. I don't expect to find anything. I'm gonna just be real with you. This is a heat check. You know how people always complain, like, oh, these people, they only post when they find stuff. Hey, man, I keeps it a buck, man. Sometimes you don't find nothing. And to be honest with you, I still maintain that whenever I record, I don't find nothing. Whenever I think about recording and have intentions of recording, I don't find nothing. So I might stop recording. But you'll definitely get the good content from garage sales, estate sales. So we'll revisit that. But yeah, enough talking, man. Let's get to it. Yo, you know we gotta kick it off with the voiceover action because the music in these thrift stores is extremely loud. And we started off with some overpriced shoes. These were all about $100. This was a Nike tech suit, or so I thought it was. ACG rather, not tech suit. I got Ice Spice on the brain. But the jacket was an adult large, and the pants were actually like a kid's medium or something like that. So they had it bundled, red tag for $19.99. I almost got it. The girl in the front was like, "Oh, you're not gonna get it," and I inspected it, and I'm glad I did. I have a similar jacket already in a darker blue, and I've had it for a little while. It hasn't sold. So even though, I mean, it might have been an okay pickup, but just the fact that it wasn't a set, the fact that it was red tag, the fact that it was $20, and I didn't really want to spend that much on it. When you look really closely, there's a shot right here where I kind of line it up and you can see that it's just not the same blue. But at first glance, I definitely would overlook that. This flannel was a little bit too big. I mean, nothing really interesting to sell, but if it was the 90s, I would have copped it and worn it. It was like a 2, 3X. But yeah, we don't wear them. Now, we do have a Plato's Closet right next door to this location, so I figured I'd slide through. And I was so glad. Psych, I was really disappointed. Found these pennies. This was a size 8, I believe, but check the price. Bong, $125. Boy. And that was pretty much the trend. We found a lot of fake items, a lot of overpriced items, which is pretty typical. I guess what confuses me is they are somewhat selective with what they buy. I'm sure most of us have taken clothes to Plato's and they've given us a lot of clothes back based on what they need or don't need. But like these Just Don shorts, if you look closely, they're clearly fake. You can't really see it in this shot, but all the stitching was connected. And again, these were priced at $20, so they obviously know that they're fake. If not, they would have been a lot more. Aside from that, this Nike piece was okay. Not really worth anything, 15, 20 bucks if you purchase it, but Plato's t-shirt started about $6, so not a lot of meat on the bones when you start making those purchases. This Jordan shirt was cool. I think it was priced at like $9.99, which again, not a lot of meat on the bones. It's only worth about maybe $20 used. Other than that, it was pretty much slim pickings. One brand that I have found and sold before, Lake of the Woods, which is like a California brand. They had, it's really heavyweight. All of their clothing is like very well constructed. It's really heavyweight. So, you know, pick it up for the personal. I did sell a hoodie a while back, and it like weighed 20 pounds. But I mean, as far as quality, it was probably one of the best and heaviest hoodies I've found. Slim pickings, buddy. What I was looking for, there was a couple of people that were like pulling what looked to be vintage items out, and they kind of looked at them and swirled them around and everything, and then just put them back. So I was curious as to what they were and why they put them back. What it actually was this coat shirt. I saw some comps that were new. They wanted $20 for this shirt. Just the quality of it just wasn't there, with the neck being like sort of stretched a little bit. But even without that, I just didn't really see any value in it at $20. This was cool, little DC hand dancing shirt, kind of like Chicago stepping, but like the DC version. It was dope, but once again, the $6 price point. If it was Goodwill charging $6, I would be highly appalled. So I'm not giving that up for them. I did pick up this cross color shirt only because I missed the 90s party and I didn't have any 90s clothing, which I know that's crazy, right? This was American Eagle, Keith Haring collaboration. I'm not sure if the bottoms are supposed to be like that, but I didn't pick it up because there was a few stains on it. They had Kings jerseys. They had a few different jerseys, like the older jerseys. But how much were they? $25, $30. I mean, they can't have paid more than like $5 for that jersey. That's just crazy to me. A lot of price gouging. These were like, what, $85? Women's and kids size Jordans and Nikes that were in okay condition at best. Some of these were literally higher than eBay prices, but they do always have an okay selection. I mean, I bring people from out of town there because sometimes it's just cheaper than what you would find in your hometown, or, better quality than what you find in your hometown. So people from out of town have a field day. Next, we slid over to Young Savers. Usually when I bop in Savers, the first thing I do is head to the back at this particular location, because they have like a staging area where they keep a lot of racks before they go out to the floor. I haven't really found a lot there, but I'll still go and check it out if I'm in the neighborhood. I've found a couple of pieces at this location, not really too much, and they have started to overprice as well. They always have. I don't know if I've included any of my previous videos, but they have like the glass case in the front. And it's always like a pair of shoes up there that's way overpriced. Speaking of overpriced, dog, $60 for this North Face. This North Face is on eBay right now for $50 or best offer. It's very thin. Yeah, it's old. The ski tag on it was from 2000. I get it, but it's not in demand. There's no demand for it. I know that there's not a mechanism to really price this stuff on their end other than just looking stuff up, if they even have time to look it up. But to slap $60 on that North Face is just fiscally irresponsible, bruh. From there, we got a Ralph Lauren polo that was, I don't know if it was just small. I think it was like a kid size that just crept over into the grown people section. Not much else to really talk about in the polo department. Do you guys sell a lot of polos? Do you pick up a lot of polos? I mean, I used to pick up like work polo shirts, but once I started working remote, it kind of just became rather pointless. So now I have a bunch of polos that I rarely wear, if ever. But I haven't sold a ton of polos. I've listed a decent number of polos, and I'm not talking about the brand polo. I'm talking about the style of shirt. So, but even with the brand, I've sold tons of Polo, the brand, but not polo shirts. Well. I'm just keep it a buck. Garage sales looking real good right now. And ain't no estate sales this weekend. I'm probably gonna hit some garage sales because, to be honest, this is not my car. To be honest, tweaking. Like, ain't no 10 on this motherfucker. I would never drive none without 10 out here. To be honest, these prices getting outrageous. I just came from Plato's. Plato's had some fake ass Air Force Ones, hard leather, and they knew they was fake because they had a real pair for 50 that was a size 12. Then they had a fake pair that was a size 11. They was charging 25 for them, so they know they fake. I don't know why they bought them. That's why I don't understand why y'all buy the fake pair. Just came out of Savers. They ain't really had too much. I just copped that one little shirt from Plato's, the cross color, just so I had something to wear for like a 90s party type event. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's getting harder to find vintage out here. Getting harder to find decent prices out here. Yeah, man. It's a dirty game, boy. Oh my God, another beautiful day in sunny Las Vegas, man. I'm in an especially good mood. I wish I could tell y'all why, man. I really can't though. Maybe one day we'll have a story time on my other channel. But we gonna keep it strictly, what is that? Oh, we got some yard sales going on, buddy. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful morning. We're gonna continue our journey and, you know, titillate the senses by looking for some merchandise, if you will, hitting up a couple yard sales. I'm gonna slide to a couple thrifts that I haven't been to in a long time, only because I'm in a celebratory mood. I gotta take the, only because I'm in a celebratory mood today. And we got a lot going on, man. My homie dragging me to this battle later that I'm gonna check out. You know, I ain't no battle rapper. I'm like 50-2, but I ain't no battle rapper. But we just gonna scope the scene, you know, see what niggas talking about. And yeah, we just gonna scope the scene, see what they talking about, you know, have a good time. I don't know if they serve alcohol, but I'ma bring some with me. So yeah, first I'm finna wash this car, vacuum this car out, you know what I mean, and get right. And then we at it. Peace. All right, we got our first sale that I actually found. I went aimlessly in circles because these signs be terrible, bro.
Hasta acá está de mayo, ¿te acuerdas que dije?
Oh.
Ya pedimos, pero no. Lo que hice fue ya se le como a las casi
Oh, shit.
ya no podía llegar. Ahí vamos para allá.
The Rosie doll. Nothing so far. It ain't looking good. But let's see what else we got. Listen, man, I done been to 3 stores. I ain't even recorded because I've been so fucking disgusted. I just want to show an example. These is cool. Sergio Tacchini. You know what I'm saying? Windbreakers, bro. 15 fucking. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. $15, bro. $15. And I'm in the women's section, bro. Them bitches shouldn't be no more than 5. Man, fuck this shit. I ain't even picking that shit up. I'm disgusted. I'm gonna be real. I'm disgusted, man. More later. Got a lot of worthless board games. Got plenty of the equity real estate game. They don't seem to have a price on them. But not only are people not buying them here, they're not buying them anywhere. So no need to care about how much they cost. $10 He-Man. Yeah, it ain't looking good, folks. Remember when somebody on the internet opened up like a big battery and there was like a bunch of AA batteries inside? I just want y'all to know how dumb I am. I did it and it was a lie. It was all make-believe. It was internet cap. So there you go. Like, for example, why would I pay $3 for this? It's just detergent. It look old as fuck. Like, I could literally go to Home Depot and get, you know what? I'm retiring. That's it. Yo, for real, man. This is crazy. I was gonna go to another store. It ain't even worth my time. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yuck, nigga. It's so slow. I mean, I get it, man. Inflation, you know, people gonna say inflation a million times. Inflation. But, man, these workers ain't making no extra money. They ain't making no more money than they was making 2 years ago. The store I just came from, they workers, mostly volunteers. And low-key, what people don't know about Goodwill, a long time ago, I needed some community service, but it wasn't like court-mandated community service. I just needed some hours for something else. And I went to try and volunteer at Goodwill, but I couldn't. So they said you got to have a court-mandated, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got a little legal situation. So it's still people, a lot of people that work at Goodwill is working for free too. And I ain't trying to take nothing away from them, but charging $25 for random sweatshirts, just because something got a NFL team or something on it, you want to charge $25 red tag. It's like, fam, what are you doing, dog? Like, then beside the fact of, again, what about the people that's not resellers? What about the people that's just straight up, like, I really don't consider myself, even though I do resell, I didn't start thrifting to resell. I was thrifting for years, for decades, to be honest. And, I had stopped for a while because it wasn't really, I wasn't really finding nothing. I moved around a lot and I didn't really need nothing, to be honest. And I was working in retail for a nice period of time. So, I was able to get a decent discount on new clothes. But with all that said, I still enjoyed thrifting. And I still did a lot of thrifting. And that was long before I started reselling. That was long before my first, eBay flip or what have you. Now, granted, yeah, like I do grab certain things. I make a nice flip, right? But, again, it's really to offset the amount of stuff that I buy anyway. Like, I'm buying shit for myself. My daughter is an avid thrifter. And, I buy a lot of stuff for her at times when I'm out and I see stuff and she's not with me. And, her style changes every year or two. So I pretty much just in the rotation. Like, I buy all that stuff and, she'll wind up either tearing it up or getting it back to the thrift store. If it's something worth keeping or reselling, but a lot of times it's not, it's like, it's worth less than what I paid for it in a lot of cases. When you buy something for aesthetics, it's not like you're buying it because it's Gucci. It's like, okay, this is a white shirt with a certain cut to it, and you just buy it for that reason because it fits in with whatever aesthetic that you're going for. But I can't condone, like, man, dog, $3.99, $5.99 for t-shirts, and that's cheap. You go to Savers, if you find a $3.99 t-shirt, it's, an undershirt. It's a, what I'm saying? Like, it's disgusting, man. I'm disgusted. I'm personally disgusted, man. They taking all the fun out of it, bro. If you got a Gucci bag if somebody donated, get your money. Make sure it's real. I have been seeing, like we saw before, a lot of fake shoes, a lot of fake, purses, wallets, and they price them pretty high for them to be fake. I don't want to go on too long a rant. I ain't even finna waste my time, my data, none of that. We gonna do some alternative sourcing. And like I say all the time, I really don't even need the source. I got a ton of stuff at home I could list. I got just personal stuff. Stuff that's been laying around. I got video games been laying around for 10 years. And, again, it's not necessarily about the reselling. I just enjoy the treasure hunt and the fun that comes with thrifting. And they just taking the fun out of it, bro. Like, they gouging. Like, damn. Jeez Louise. But you know what? This episode is over, man. I'm finna go home, get it together. I'm gonna go to this little battle situation later, see what's going on with that. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Be smooth, alright? Boom.